Hello, my name is Edwin Johnson and welcome to a collection close-ups here at the Savannah African Art Museum. And what we're going to focus on here is an Osanyin staff. Here is an Osanyin staff. Now, this Osanyin staff is something that plays into the larger role of treatment and problem solving that we find in Yoruba tradition. Let's kind of compare some of these practices in Yoruba tradition to Western medicine. So for instance, the first person that you would consult when you have a problem is someone called a babalawo. He is somebody who consults a divination tray, and also is someone who recalls and recites many proverbs with the client, the patient. And this is a strategy that is used in order to determine what is truly ailing the client. So view the babalawo as a primary care physician or a general practitioner. So that they are the ones that are using diagnostics in order to determine what is wrong with the client or patient. And there are times when the babalawo can actually solve the problem himself and use proverbs in order for the client to actually kind of reconcile these problems. But there are other times when the babalawo needs to refer to other resources, other experts. Just like in the medical field. So your general practitioner will often try to solve a problem by him or herself. But in the case of Yoruba tradition, what would also happen is, and this is very similar to medical tradition, and that is that there will be a referral. So the babalawo would make a referral from his own practice to the practice of an Osanyin priest. Now, the purpose of an Osanyin priest is that of an herbalist. And and that's exactly what the Orisha, or deity, Osanyin is all about, is about herbs. In fact, if we carefully look at this staff, we see quite a number of birds, but their feathers and their wings are supposed to also recall the leaves on trees that can be found as herbal remedies. And what we see here on top is a very large bird, and at the bottom we see 16 smaller birds. Now, there's quite a number of interpretations for these different elements, but one interpretation seems to be fairly consistent is that the 16 birds represent the magical powers that exist within the everyday world. So, for instance, these 16 birds can represent different types of magical people, magic users. They're known in Yoruba tradition as night people, people who use magic. And the fact is that these people who use magic within Yoruba society, some use magic for social purposes, to protect society and to help society, and others use magic for antisocial purposes because they're disgruntled, because they need placating. And what we see here on top is a large bird that is representative of the Osanyin priest himself, and his ability to control these different types of magical practices, both social and antisocial. And so he uses his capabilities as an herbalist as a way of protecting society. So I'd like to thank you for joining us for this episode of Collection Close-Up, and please like us on YouTube and also Facebook, and join us again for another episode here at the Savannah African Art Museum.